Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here with another brand new brew review for you guys. Today we are going to taste another French beer. This is another one by Jenlain, or at least I should say from the Jenlain series by Brasserie Duyck, another French Flanders brewery. We've already had one of these. I think it was the Blonde and maybe another one. I'll put some links up here. But yeah, there's not much to tell about this beer. It is a classic triple, or it should be, even though I see it is brewed with barley and wheat. So a triple with wheat. Interesting. I didn't find a lot about this, about which, for example, hops are used, or if there's anything special with this. So yeah, I'd say let's dive right into it. It is an 8.5%, so quite spicy, and it has an IBU of 25 to 30. I love that they put in a range instead of a specific number, but that is, let's say, not low. So I am hoping for a dry bitter triple, a more classic triple, instead of something sweet that we always get when we get modern triples. I've also found no mention of coriander seeds, which I would expect in a Belgian style triple, but of course this is a French beer, so we'll see. I know this is an off-brand glass, and normally I would use unbranded glasses if I don't have the right one, but someone forgot to bring the clean dishes. Jenlain triple, let's see. Ooh. It does have a very nice color, a very gold blonde color. But I see some things that I didn't expect from this can. First off, hazy, a lot of yeast speckles in there. Now I don't mind that at all. I've had some discussions in the comments about adding yeast to Duvel, for example. I'll put that link up here as well. But no, I kind of like that. But it is very hazy. It is also rather yellowy gold. I wouldn't call this golden blonde or gold at all. This is more like yellowy gold-ish. Now, this might be because the glass has been standing here for a while, but I do have a lot of large bubbles, so this foam isn't gonna hold on for too long, but it is a nice yellowish white foam. It is quite nice, a bit creamy as well, once the large bubbles have gone. Now let's have a whiff. Malty. A bit yeasty, but mainly a lot of bread, a lot of grain, a lot of malt. A bit sweet. A very tiny hint of acidity in the nose, and I cannot immediately say if that's from the carbon dioxide, which is also a sort of an acid, or from the wheat. So they use a lot of wheat, and is that why I get a bit of acidity? I don't know. And also a bit sweet, so we have some, let's say, sweet and sour bread. It's a little bit like a sourdough bread, but a sweet version. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Oh. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Oh, they did not lie with those IBUs, 25 to 30. Yes, I like this. I want to say so many things, but let's start at the beginning. First things first, refreshing, pleasant in the mouth, relatively thick, even though there's not too much carbonation going on, but the tingling on the tongue and in the roof of the mouth and on the glands is replaced by bitterness. So actually that bitterness is a perfect surrogate for the lack of carbon dioxide in this beer. But first off, you get a relatively thick, quite pleasant, creamy beer with some sweetness and some maltiness. Now actually I have read that they use caramel to brew this, but I don't see that on the label. And they will probably not have to add it to the label in France, but nonetheless. Yeah, I do get some taffy, some caramel, but very, very, very subtle. It is mainly sweetness in the beginning and then an overflow of bitterness, dryness. So I think this is quite heavily hopped. I really like this. This is very straightforward, very in your face. And even though I do miss the that herbal component of that coriander seed, I don't have that Belgian-y triple feeling. But maybe we should just stop comparing every beer to a Belgian beer. And even though I like my triples dry and herbal, I really like this as well. Again, just like that bitterness makes up for the lack of carbon dioxide, the bitterness also makes up for the lack of coriander and herbs. So yeah, I would not compare this to a Belgian triple, but I would like to leave this in its own honor. And even when comparing the aftertaste, still bitter, but there's way more to it. In the aftertaste I do get a lot of, well, a bit of yeast, a lot of breath actually. Yeah, this is in fact a very, very nice beer. So how should I score this? I think it's maybe just a tiny hint too sweet for me, but apart from that, lovely beer, well made. I would love to talk to this brewer someday. Yeah, let's call this a 3.5 as well. I think I'm missing a few things to make it 3.75, but it is really decent, really nice. Yeah, no reason to go lower than 3.5. That all being said, thank you guys again for watching. I will see you guys again next week. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Same goes for if you have any questions, suggestions, whatever. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll get notified whenever I upload something. And in the meantime, cheers.